Welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the second week of August for the sign of Aries. Let's see what we've got. We have the Three of Pentacles, so you will be working in a team environment, collaborating with others on something in your professional sphere or in your personal sphere. We also have the Eight of Wands, so there's definitely some kind of a sense of a lot of fast-moving energy that's coming in. So there will be progress in the second week of August. And the last card we've got is Three of Cups. So the number 3 is definitely an important number. And there seems to be an alignment that's happening for you in the second part of, in the second week of August. It looks to me like you will be in a social setting, so there will be support from others, whether it is in a personal situation or a professional situation, but there is support from others coming in. And I think that this collaborative work environment is going to bring the results that you want to have in your life. There will be something to celebrate, something to feel good about. We've got Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Interesting. So some of you may be thinking about that, and that's why you received that message. For the tea leaf cards, we also have flute, disappointment with a friend or lover. So for some of you, that may be something that is taking center stage in the second week of August. And we also have torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So it looks to me like you're going through a period, a growth period, where you're learning more about your relationships, and for many of you, it's a specific relationship where you're growing as a person there and learning what you like, what you don't like, what you will accept, what you will not accept. Maybe there's a little bit of sacrifice there as well. But otherwise, you know, with the 3 tarot cards, it looks like things are looking good for you in the second week of August. Let's see. I'm also going to put, just to pull 2 more. We've got table, hard work ahead. And we also have boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. For some of you, you will be sharing this windfall with someone in your family or perhaps a friend. But when it comes to your resources and finances, they're holding strong. So that aspect is, you know, working well for you. I think that you will be focusing on more in the second part of, in the second week of August. I think you'll be focusing on intimacy. I think that the focus is going to be there, building intimacy, creating intimacy, and looking for intimacy from a person that is kind of like mind, if you will. For the Angel and Ancestor Oracle card, we've got Sky Father, trust in the unknown. So there's definitely masculine energy that is coming in. And it's asking you to venture out of your comfort zone, because the divine will have your back. So it could be your higher self that is of the masculine side that is saying you are protected, so feel strong to venture out into the unknown. Don't feel like you're not protected. You'll know if something is fishy. Your intuition will kick in and will help guide you as well. But you are safe to meet new people, to allow new energies into your into your sphere of influence. For the Shaman's Dream Oracle card, we've got Dragon's Hoard protecting the future. So you are making long-term plans and kind of polishing them off and adapting them as you move forward. So, you know, you have taken steps when it comes to the long game. So you have been proactive, but the divine here is saying, you know, you may kind of plan further, you know, try and really kind of look at the details of your plan as you are moving into the future. This is the time to really ask questions from your divine to show you the next step. And like if the divine shows you a specific color, that can be an answer. If the divine shows you a specific scene or a specific memory, or like you say, you know, please show me the next step, you know, either to yourself, like you know, in a quiet situation, or you actually say it out loud, you know, what's the first thing that comes to mind or that you see? That may be one of the answers. And so you can just sort of let it sit for a second or a minute or an hour or a day to see how your mind works with that. But we are on the precipice of entering into a period of time where, you know, all of us are going to be transformed. So right now, this year 2025 has been kind of showing us what to expect, but August and through the end of the year is really going to be very transformative, and things are going to be picking up. It doesn't mean that, you know, you will see a lot on the exterior. It means that internally you are picking up on things that are, you know, not so visible, but they're becoming more and more visible to you, because in February, end of January, beginning of February of next year is when we are done with the transformation. So it's important to really kind of ask questions like, you know, what should my next step be? What really resonates with me? You know, how can I raise my vibration? And I can already see, I've been doing healings this morning, and I can see that the vibration is higher, because the colors are much more becoming more translucent, if you will. Because when it comes to clairvoyance, you know, a lot of the seeing involves different colors, right? And so the colors are becoming more translucent rather than opaque. And so as a result, it's telling me that the vibration is getting higher. And this is true all across the board, you know, all across the world, that the vibration is increasing. I also heard one psychic say that pyramids are coming online, and there's pyramids everywhere. Every country has them. A lot of them are not visible. They are covered by dirt or debris or rocks or whatever, but they're there, and it's like the ley lines, there's something coming back online, and it's very, very clear. Some say it's because the pyramids are becoming activated in carrying energy, if you will, which helps a higher vibration to really get a strong footing in. So, you know, sometimes, again, people think that having a lighter body is easy. It not necessarily, because the body can get tired when more light comes in. Sometimes people have moments of sadness and other things. So, you know, it's the more you practice it, the easier it becomes, if you will, because, you know, the body was used to one way of living, and now the way of living is changing. Ideas, imagination, all of that is becoming more potent, more interesting to look at, more, it vibrates more. It's like a kaleidoscope kaleidoscope of ideas, right? There's so many images that are, coming at you. Light carries information, so there's so much information that comes at you, where it's hard to take it all in all at once. But little by little, the bodies are upgrading. I'm seeing more and more people not eat meat, and really watch their diet. That's very important. I'm seeing more and more people gravitate towards retreats and spending time in nature, and I'm seeing more and more people even changing their careers, going away from lucrative careers, corporate jobs, and things that are like normally in the old days you would want to hold on to, and I'm seeing people like really gravitating more towards enlightenment and having more light in the body, and that shows through various different things. So it's important to be aware of that. But sorry, I went off on a tangent like I always do. The second week of August looks really solid for you in terms of getting things done, and really feeling like you have people around you to rely on, like people are dependable, if you will. And so that's why you have masculine energy showing up in the second week of August, saying, the divine has your back. You can allow yourself to be vulnerable and to not be so overly protective. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you hit the like, share, and what other button is there? There's like, there's share, and there is, I forget. That's okay. I will just go with it. Thank you so much, and have a great second week of August.